So let's go for one more problem to calculate the maximum bending moment at a section C on the beam AB. So this is a random question taken from the textbook. Let's see the question. Draw the influence line diagram for a bending moment at a point 10-meter distant from the left hand abutment on a bridge girder of span 25 meter. Refers figure 5.24a, and find the maximum bending moment at the point due to a series of wheel loads 100 kilonewton, 200 kilonewton, 200 kilonewton, 200 kilonewton and 200 kilonewton at center to center distance of 4 meter, 2.5 meter, 2.5 meter and 2.5 meter. The loads can cross in either direction. 100 kilonewton load leading in each case. Okay, so draw the influence line diagram for bending moment at a point 10-meter distant from the left hand abutment on a bridge girder of span 25 meter. So you know that girder, the word girder is nothing but beam, and the abutment means the support. So this is the beam. It is having a length 25 meter and the point C is at a distance 10 meter from the left support, which means from A the distance of C is 10 meter, and the loads are these are the load intensities, concentrated loads 100, 200, 200, 200 and 200. So 5 loads are there. The leading load is 100 kilonewton, and the center to center distance between the loads are given. In some of the questions they may not give the figure of the train of loads, but the values will be given and the distance between the loads will also be given. And it is given that the loads can cross in either direction, but in each case the 100 kilonewton load will be the leading load. So first of all, the influence line diagram for bending moment at C is to be drawn. C is at a distance 10 meter from the support A. So the value of Z is equal to 10. So the ordinate at C is equal to Z by L into L minus Z, which is Z is equal to 10. So the ordinate at C is equal to 6. Substitute the values of Z and L. We are getting the ordinate at C is equal to 6. So ലോഡ്സിൻ്റെ ഫിഗർ ഇതിനകത്ത് കൊടുത്തിട്ടില്ല, ഇത് ടെക്സ്റ്റിലുള്ള ഒരു പേജാണ്. So you should first of all draw the loads. So let's just take this figure. ഇതിലിപ്പം ലോഡ്സ് ഇങ്ങനെയാണുള്ളത് 100, 200, ബാക്കിയെല്ലാം 200. ഡിസ്റ്റൻസസ് തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. സോ ലെഫ്റ്റ് നിന്ന് റൈറ്റിലേക്ക് മൂവ് ചെയ്യുമ്പം this will be the loads, and when the loads are moving from right to left, again the 100 kilonewton will be the leading one. So these are the two cases we have to find the bending moment at C, maximum bending moment at C. In both the cases, when the load is moving from left to right, and when the load is moving from right to left, we have to calculate the value of maximum bending moment at C. So to find load position for maximum moment at C, we have to find average load on portion AC and CB, and identify the load which when crosses makes the lighter portion heavier and heavier portion lighter. We have to like in the last problem, we have to draw the table to calculate the average load on portion AC and portion CB in both the cases, when the load is moving from left to right and when the load is moving from right to left. So this is the table when the train of loads move from left to right. Calculations to find load position for maximum moment at C. So we know the first column, load rolling on C. So when the first load, this 100 kilonewton load has crossed the section C, the average load on AC will be remaining all the loads, add all the loads, divide by the length of the portion AC. So when the first load 100 kilonewton crosses the section C, the average load on CB will be 100 divided by length of CB, which is 15. 100 is the only load now in the portion CB, so 100 divided by length of the portion CB, 15. So on the portion AC, remaining all the loads, that is 200 plus 200 plus 200 plus 200, that is 800 divided by length of the portion AC. So here the remark is that the average load on AC is greater than average load on CB. You can use the notations given in the last problem. കഴിഞ്ഞ പ്രോബ്ലത്തിൽ ഞാൻ തന്നിട്ടുള്ള നോട്ടേഷൻസ് നിങ്ങൾ ഫോളോ ചെയ്താൽ മതി, ബിക്കോസ് ഇത് ചിലപ്പോൾ കൺഫ്യൂഷൻ ഉണ്ടാക്കും. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പം വെൻ ദ first 200 load, the W2 crosses the section C, the average load on CB will be 100 plus 200 divided by 15. ആദ്യത്തെ ലോഡ് 100 ക്രോസ് ചെയ്തു, രണ്ടാമത്തെ ലോഡ് 200 കൂടെ സി ബിയിലേക്ക് ക്രോസ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ, അതായത് സി എന്ന് പറയുന്ന സെക്ഷൻ ക്രോസ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പം സി ബിയിൽ ഇപ്പം 100ഉം 200ഉം ഉണ്ട്. സോ 100 പ്ലസ് 200 300 divided by length of the portion CB. അതാണ് 300 divided by 15. Now in the portion AC, remaining loads, remaining 3 more 200 kilonewton loads are there. So 200 plus 200 plus 200 divided by not 4, it's actually 10. There are so many mistakes in the textbook. Length of the portion AC ആണ്, അത് 10 ആണ്, 4 അല്ല. So remaining loads add ചെയ്യുക, divide by length of the portion 10. And here also the remark is the average load on the portion AC is more than the average load on the portion CB. So again we have to continue. So the load rolling on C is 200 now, that is the load just crossed the section C is 200. രണ്ടാമത്തെ 200 kilonewton ലോഡ് ആണ് ഇപ്പോൾ ക്രോസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. സോ നൗ ദ ആവറേജ് ലോഡ് ഓൺ CB is 100 plus 200 plus 200, that is 500 divided by length of the portion CB is 15. And in the portion AC, which are the remaining loads, there are 2 more 200 kilonewton loads. So 200 plus 200, 400 divided by length of the portion AC is 10. So 400 by 10. So here also the remark is the average load on AC is greater than the average load on CB. So there's no change in the remark. So we are going to the next load. We are going to make the next load also cross the section C. So the third 200 kilonewton load has just crossed the section C. So now the average load on CB will be 100 plus 200 plus 200 plus 200, 700 divided by length of the portion CB is 15. So on the portion AC, there's only one load, which is 200. So 200 divided by length of the portion AC is 10. So 200 by 10 is the average load on AC, and 700 by 15 is the average load on CB. So there is a change in the remark here. So now the average load on AC is less than the average load on CB. So there is a change in the remark. So we are stopping here. So the load which is to be placed on the section C to have the maximum bending moment at C when the train of loads move from left to right is 200. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ സെക്ഷൻ സിയിൽ നമ്മൾ പ്ലേസ് ചെയ്യേണ്ട ലോഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് W1, W2, W3, W4 ആണ്. അതായത് നമ്മുടെ നാലാമത്തെ ലോഡായിട്ടുള്ള 200 കിലോ ന്യൂട്ടൺ ആണ് നമ്മൾ ഈ ഒരു കേസിൽ ലെഫ്റ്റ് ടു റൈറ്റ് നമ്മുടെ ട്രെയിൻ ഓഫ് ലോഡ്സ് മൂവ് ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്ത് നമ്മൾ പ്ലേസ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. ഈ നാലാമത്തെ ലോഡായിട്ടുള്ള 200 കിലോ ന്യൂട്ടനെയാണ് നമ്മുടെ സെക്ഷനിൽ വെക്കേണ്ടത്. ആസ് ഇൻ ദിസ് ഫിഗർ നമ്മുടെ നാലാമത്തെ ലോഡായിട്ടുള്ള 200 കിലോ ന്യൂട്ടനെ വി ആർ പ്ലേസിംഗ് ഓൺ ദ സെക്ഷൻ സി. സോ നൗ 100 into y5 plus 200 into y4 plus 200 into y3 plus 200 into y2 plus 200 into y1 will give the value of maximum bending moment on C. Okay, so using the similar triangle relations, mark all the distances and find out the ordinates y1 to y5 and substitute and get the value of maximum bending moment on C when the load is moving from left to right. So here refer the values of y1, y2. y2 is nothing but yc. Sorry, here they have taken yc. Find all the values using similar triangle relations. Find all the ordinates. Mark the distance on the figure first of all, and then find all the ordinates and calculate the value of maximum moment at C. So that is about the case when the when the train of concentrated loads move from left to right. Now we have to calculate the same for when the train of loads move from right to left. So this is the table for the second case when the load moves from right to left. So you can see the figure of the loads. So this is how they are moving from right to left. So again the leading load is 100 kilonewton. So remember the load is coming from right to left. അപ്പം ആദ്യം again 100 kilonewton load തന്നെയാണ് ലീഡിംഗ് ആയിട്ടുള്ളത്. So ആദ്യം when this 100 kilonewton load crosses the section C, the average load on AC will be 100 by 10. അതായത് തിരിച്ചിങ്ങോട്ടാണ് ലെഫ്റ്റിന്ന് ലെഫ്റ്റിന്ന് റൈറ്റിലേക്കാണ് ലോഡ്സ് വരുന്നത്. So when the 100 kilonewton load crosses the section C, സീനെ കടന്നു. ഇപ്പോൾ 100 kilonewton എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ലോഡ് ഉള്ളത് AC എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോർഷനിലാണ്. നേരെ തിരിച്ചാണ്, റൈറ്റിൽ നിന്ന് ലെഫ്റ്റിലേക്കാണ് വരുന്നത്. So now the load 100 kilonewton load is on the portion AC. So the average load on AC will be 100 by 10. Remaining all the loads are in the portion CB. So remaining all the loads are 200 plus 200 plus 200 plus 200, 800 divided by 15, length of the portion CB. So here the remark is the average load on AC is less than the average load on CB. So that is the remark. So the next load is crossing the section C. So now this 200 also is in the portion AC. So the average load on AC will be 100 plus 200 equal to 300 divided by length of the portion AC is 10. So all the remaining loads will be on the portion CB. So 200 plus 200 plus 200 divided by 15, the length of CB. So here also the remark is average load on the portion AC is less than the average load on the portion CB. So the next load, we are making the next load also cross the section C, as there is no change in the remark. So ഈ റിമാർക്കിൽ ചേഞ്ച് വരുമ്പോഴാണ് നമ്മൾ സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. സോ റിമാർക്കിൽ ചേഞ്ച് വന്നിട്ടില്ല. സോ അടുത്ത ലോഡും കൂടി നമ്മൾ ക്രോസ് ചെയ്യാണ്, സെക്ഷൻ സി ക്രോസ് ചെയ്യാണ്. അപ്പം now these three loads are on the portions AC. So the average load on AC will be 100 plus 200 plus 200 equal to 500 divided by 10, the length of the portion AC. And the remaining loads are two more 200 kilonewton loads are there, which are now on the portion CB. So 200 plus 200, 400 divided by 15. So now what is the remark? Remark has changed. So here the average load on the portion AC is now greater than the average load on the portion CB. So there's a change in the remark. So we are stopping here. Now this load, the third load, W3, should be on the portion, on the section C, as in this figure 5.24C. So here you can see the so as per this table, our second 200 kilonewton load should be on the section C. So as in this figure, our second 200 kilonewton load will be on the section C, and the value of maximum bending moment at C can be calculated as 100 into Y1 plus 200 into Y2 plus 200 into YC plus 200 into Y3 plus 200 into Y4. So YC we have already calculated. The value of YC we have already calculated as Z by L into L minus Z. So that is how we calculate the value of maximum bending moment at C when the train of concentrated loads is moving from right to left.